Hello, shiny stars. It is Shakespeare's birthday today, so I am going to read one of his most famous poems. It's called Sonnet 18. And a sonnet we're going to get into in the next couple of weeks, but it has 14 lines. And since he is my favorite poet, my favorite playwright, let's get right to it. Sonnet 18. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe, or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. All right, let's talk a little bit about what all of that means. And we're going to take it line by line. Sonnets have 14 lines. So, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? He's talking, thee in Elizabethan English is you. So, shall I compare you to a summer's day? It is springtime right now, but we do have summer coming right up. Thou art more lovely and more temperate. You are more lovely and more constant than the day. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May. They're talking about April showers bring May flowers. So if we have rough winds in May, those buds, those flowers are going to get shaken, right? And summer's lease hath all too short a date. Summer is way too short. When you think about just the season of summer, it's only one of 4, so it's very short. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines. At times the sun is too hot. So way back when you say, when they're talking about heaven, they always looked up, right? So when they're talking about sometime too hot the eye of heaven, so he's talking about the eye of heaven being the sun. And often is his gold complexion dimmed. So we know that it looks golden, right? But it does get hidden by clouds, so his complexion is dimmed. And every fair from fair sometime declines. And everything beautiful sometimes will lose its beauty. So fair would mean beautiful. And every fair from fair sometime declines. So everything beautiful will lose its beauty the longer it's around. By chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. By misfortune or by nature's planned out course. It's going to change, its beauty will change either by misfortune, something bad happens, or just by nature, by age. By thy eternal summer, but thy eternal summer shall not fade. Your youth, eternal summer, your youth shall not fade. It means you'll never grow old, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest. So that thou possessed, that you have. Your beauty will never fade. Nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade. So it's talking about how death will never claim you. Okay, you will always remain beautiful and you will never die. Okay, when in eternal lines to time thou growest, because in my eternal lines, his verse, his poem, his sonnet, you will live forever. When in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long as there are people on this earth and they can see, so long lives this, as long as this poem is around and people can read it, this gives life to thee. It will make you immortal. So, really, whoever he was writing this sonnet about lives on forever. I hope you enjoyed Sonnet 18. I'll see you next time.